think we might be good. I think we are good now. Just turn the volume up a little bit. So if you can hear me, let me know. And you can see me. And I'll explain what the problem was. Oh, no. Right, let's turn the volume down on this. Yes, I know I'm live. You don't have to tell me. StreamYard to see if I can enter it. Pardon. It's not doing too well. Enter studio. Because I'm in two at the same time. So I'm streaming on the iPad and I'm also in the phone. There we go. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Oh, no feedback. Remove. Right, that should be better. You might hear a little echo in the background. That's because I've got the comments on here, but I can turn this off if we're good to go. Yeah. Right. Okay. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to come right out of that. So now we should be all right. Now we should be good to go. So hopefully you can only hear the audio through the speaker now. So any comments that were in here just now, can you put them down again? Because they've gone. They've completely buggered. I think I know what it is. I updated my iPhone and my iPad to iOS 18. And it's had a few problems. So I don't know if it's completely well tested. And I just tried my internet just now. When it cut out on the internet, right, I've got ultra fast, what do they call it? Not broadband, what's it called? Fiber, full fiber. And I've got 900 megabytes per minute download and 110 megabytes upload. I was getting 0.5 download and 0.1 upload. No wonder I couldn't bloody stream anything. But I think we should be okay now. Let me just do a speed test on the phone here. Now it's Wi-Fi, so it's not connected through cable. And I am up the stairs in the back bedroom with the door closed. And I never get the full 900 up here. On a good day, I can probably get about 650. And on weekends, I never get a huge amount on a weekend. Because I think they throttle it, don't they? So I am getting, come on. So I'm getting 87.1 download, and this is on a 900 a minute system, package. And I'm getting 55 upload. But that's it. That's sometimes what I get on a weekend. Whereas it should be 900. And they said you'll never get less than 700. That's a lot of crap, innit? Yeah. But then again, I'm quite away from the actual router, and I'm upstairs. I'm through two doors. I should get one of those extenders, really. Pardon. Anyway, we're done. We're done there. So at least I'm on. I had to go down, restart the router, and we're back again. We are back, people. We are back. So hopefully we're all right. Flip here now. That's like 20 minutes wasted. Yeah, I'm only here till past, so I've only got 10 minutes left. Right. I can't even remember what I was going to be talking about. Hang on. Before we go anywhere, I do have a little message from a very dear friend who couldn't actually joined the stream, so I'm just going to play his little clip.
Big Pauly, hi guys. I thought I'd just drop you all a little message on this Sunday afternoon while the legend Mr. Big Pauly is doing his live stream. I'm currently on my break at work. I'm back to work very, very shortly to cook some meatballs and some mushrooms and some prawns and yeah, all that good stuff. But basically, yeah, that's not important. I hope you all have a great stream. I hope you all comment on Mr. Big Pauly's stream today because the guy is an absolute legend. I've met him twice now. So yes, make sure you do. And I hope you're all having a great Sunday as well. Even though the weather is very meh. It is in Dudley anyway. It might be sunny where you are, but yeah, very meh today. Yeah, so I hope you're all enjoying your Sunday. I hope you're having a nice big Sunday roast. And yeah, I'll speak to you all very soon. Take care, guys. See you later, Big P.
Bye. I think we've worked out who this Chris Burns is. I think it's Dudley. It's very meh. Yes, thank you very much for that, James. Oh, did he mention meatballs? Oh my God. I could never work in a restaurant. No. If I worked in a fish and chip shop, I'd just be stealing the chips. Yeah, and I'd probably be eating the scraps, the battered scraps. That's not good. That's not good. No. Anyway, let's get on to doing some comments because why not? So what have we got? First of all, we've got Dylan. Hello, how are you doing? I am doing very well now. Thank you very much, matey. We got Monster Media. Hello. Here, mate. Audio is all good. You won the gifts, didn't you? I'm sure you won the gifts. I'll have to go back through my thingy. You haven't contacted me yet, and I haven't been able to get in contact with you. If you're the same person, let me know, because that's very familiar. Monster Media. Yeah. Bridget is here. Hello. And Scotty's Movies. Hello, mate. Thank God I can hear me now. Dylan says, virtual opinion on Agatha all along. The first episode was okay. I haven't seen the second episode yet. It's okay. I think it's going to take a couple of episodes to get going, but I might watch the second one tonight, actually. Joseph says, we can hear you. He never shuts up. And Craig is here. Hello. How many DVDs have you got? Not as many as a lot of people, because my main focus is like Blu-rays and 4Ks. I have all of the crap DVD night ones, and a very light sprinkling of TV shows. So I would say it's got to be less than 150 in the collection. Got to be less than 150 ish. Oh, Matthew says audio sounds weird. Oh, I think that's when I had the phone, because that had that really weird echo. Yes. Oh, look, it's the Batcave himself. Yes, he's just had a marathon. I hope you enjoyed your marathon, mate. Did you do all 3 films all on the same day? Wow, fantastic. Dermot says, welcome back. Too much palaver, that is. Yes, Matthew says, let's see if it works now. Marvel fan is here. Hello. Hope you're okay. What's your thought on Terrifier 4 in the works, and the director of Gladiator films has an idea for Gladiator 3? Terrifier, I still need to see the second one. I haven't seen the second one yet, so I was saving that for some time in October as part of my, month-long horror films to watch. But isn't Terrifier 3 out at the end of September? Or is it out in October? I'm not sure when it's out. So I have no idea about Terrifier 4. But then again, isn't Terrifier 3 a Christmas one? So really, that shouldn't be out for a couple of months yet. Gladiator 3, I think he should leave it alone. I've got a funny feeling Gladiator 2 is going to go the same way as Napoleon. It's all big, epic, looks fantastic, but I think it's going to be very soulless. Joseph is here. Hello. I am good, thank you. Thug for Life. Is that a bruise? That's a bruise. Where did I get that bruise from? No idea. Next time you go Blu-ray hunting, can you please have a quick look at the 2-pack vinyl section? That would be under wrap, wouldn't it? I'll have a look. It might be under wrap. Mr. Jeremy Powell is here. Oh no, he's back. Any pickups this week? Probably the bike riders on 4K. But I can't go out until Wednesday because I'm working for the next 2 days. Dave is here as well. Hello, Dave. Monster Media says, hey up, Jamie, again. Jamie says, can't wait for Terrifier 3 and 4. Don't think he could take the bedroom scene in 2. Oh, see, now I've got 2 to see. Or yeah, I remember that split that split decision in the first one. That was nasty. Marvel says they released artwork for Deadpool and Wolverine 4K steelbooks in the US, but the release is 22nd of October. I would say that's probably a Tuesday, isn't it? So I reckon, what do you reckon, Monday the 21st? But it's late announcing it, isn't it? It's usually a good 2 months before release. I reckon it's around about that time. I think we'll probably get the same steelbook designs, but they've got 2 designs, one for Deadpool and one for Wolverine, because they are very sneaky and they know people are going to buy 2. I just hope someone else brings out a really nice design. And I don't shop that often at Zavvi, but I hope Zavvi maybe come out eventually with one of those ones with the lenticular on the front to match the first 2 films, because they're lovely. Oh, they're lovely. Ken's here. Hello. Yeah, Craig is here. Hello. How many DVDs? Yeah, done that. About 150. Thoughts on the first 2 episodes? Yeah, done that. Joseph, horrid storm last night. Was it? Not down here, that one. I'll tell you what, it was 25 centigrade down here yesterday. And it's been sunny, beautiful all day, and about 24 degrees. It's only now just starting to look a bit murky, and it's starting to dribble a little bit. I think we've got some light rain tonight. I haven't watched that yet. Is it any good? Jim Jam, the man, the myth, the legend. Yes. Dave says, rumour has it, the Sean Connery Bond movies will be released on 4K in 2025. Fingers crossed. Be individual with original poster cover instead of the abysmal sleeves they released on Blu-ray. I'm sure Mr. Richard Hollyoak will probably know a little bit about that, hopefully, if they're coming out, because Richard does have a few knowles, you know, to contact. Yeah. I was hoping for box sets, like 4K box set, the Sean Connery box set, but if they're going to start releasing them all in individual, might mean going to have to rebuy all me what's his name, Daniel Craig ones again, if they're all going to match. As long as they don't have some stupid thing that says 007 all the way down the spine. Pardon me. Hello, George. Pardon me. Yeah. Steve says, seeing Mygalopolis on Friday. Never seen a Coppola film in the cinema, so it'll be a nice, even though it's meant to be, it's supposed to be a load of crap. It's not had very good reviews. Again, that could be another one that's got like the what's it called? Neapolitan. No, that's ice cream, isn't it? Napoleon. the Napoleon effect. Yeah, big, grand, epic, but soulless. It could be another one of those. Matthew, Agatha all along, I really enjoyed the first 2 episodes, but it's like they forgot WandaVision, because it's like Wanda's spell was wearing out in the beginning of episode 1 before she was naked. Yeah, and that's what I don't know if I really like what they do with these Marvel shows, because it means you have to watch one of the shows to kind of like know what's going on in another one. They really should just be all standalone and no multiverse crap, and just have separate series that don't go anywhere at the end. Just wrap it up at the end, like a Christmas present. Yeah, okay, sorted. Joseph says, are you going to be picking up Ted TV series? It comes out tomorrow. Not sure if it comes out on DVD or Blu-ray. In the UK, I believe it's DVD only. I think there's a Blu-ray in America, but it's region locked. But if you've got a multi-region play, it doesn't really matter. So I might import that, or I might wait to see if someone like Amazon Germany gets it, or Italy, or even France. Dylan says, sorry, I put my questions down twice because I didn't know whether you would get them. Yeah, that's okay. Due to the internet, and the second episode of Agatha along is a lot better than the first. Oh, okay, that's good. Patrick is here. Hello, hope you're doing well as can be expected. Thug for life. Do you have any Uriah Heep albums or Nirvana? Also, what you're having for your tea? Well, I'm having I'm not having a cup of tea. I'm having a cup of coffee. For me tea later on, we had a roast dinner earlier on, so I think we've got one of those Tesco's garlic breads that you just shove in the oven. So I think that's already 2 days over its eat by date, so I think we'll probably have that. Poison me. Have I got any Uriah Heep albums? I don't think I have. No, I actually don't think I've got any of the albums, any vinyl or any CDs. And I saw them live as well at Folkestone Leescliffe Hall back in the 80s. Yeah, strange. Nirvana, never was into Nirvana. I'm on the same mindset as Mickey Rourke when it comes to Nirvana. They shat all over 80s rock scene. So there we were, just plodding along, listening to everything like from Europe to Whitesnake, Bon Jovi, you know, all the bands, Poison, Motley Crue, and then the grunge stuff came along, and it just killed off all the music from the 80s. I mean, the 90s was absolute shit for music. It was an absolute crap decade for music. So much so that me and my workmate at work laugh because there is like a greatest hits radio station for the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and then they left it there. They didn't do any more. So they never bothered with the 90s. So, yeah, no, I don't have any Nirvana. Dylan says, can I just say that Amazon is an absolute mess with deliveries at the moment? Why? Is it what they won't deliver shit? Or they just won't deliver packages? Patrick says, when's the next collection video coming? We are waiting for the complete collection series to continue. I don't even know where I got up to. I did the complete Blu-ray collection, didn't I? And I think I did the complete Steelbook collection. So it's probably going to be the 4Ks. Now, I have to go through the 4Ks and pluck a couple out because I'm thinning the collection down a bit. So I'll probably be selling some of those. I think it'll be probably the 4Ks that will be next. It's just not having much time really to do them. And I've also, if you want to see like Star Wars collection, Star Trek collection, MCU, DC, I've already have collections for those. So I think it might be the 4Ks. Alfie Simpson Booker is back. Hello there. Are you really back? What are you picking up this week? Yeah, as I said earlier on, probably Bike Riders. I didn't see it at the cinema. Now, I know I said that recently I'm not going to be picking up many blind buys, but I think I'm going to like this because it has that Sons of Anarchy vibe to it. When do you think Deadpool and Wolverine will get 4K in the UK? What do you think the street date will be? I think it's going to be late October. As we were saying earlier on, 22nd of October in America. So it's going to be around about the same time. Probably the day before or maybe the week after. Alfie says, have you found any bootlegs in charity shops? I don't think I have. No. No, I don't think I have. George says, I got the Bike Riders yesterday, 4K with a slip. Yes, it's got to come with a slip. A slippy slip, I tell you. And if it doesn't, you get a slip cover made. Fantastic. Dylan says, because I ordered Ted Season 1 and it's released tomorrow, but it said it will not arrive until Saturday. Oh, that Amazon do that a lot. You'll probably find that it's actually delivered through your door tomorrow. Yeah, either tomorrow or Tuesday. They seem to do that a lot. They always say that it's not out until, you know, a certain day, and then they say, oh, you won't get it for a month. Steve says that will you be watching Transformers 1? I probably will. I like the Michael Bay Transformers films. I know they're silly. I've never really been into the animated Transformers. Never seen the original film, and I never saw any TV shows back in the day. I might go and see it as it's a more modern, up-to-date one. And apparently it's quite adult. Apparently there's quite a bit of swearing and violence in it. So I might just go drag myself to go and see that. Thug for Life, yes, it will be under wrap. Alfie says, have you seen Bike Riders? I have not yet. Matthew, before we carry on, at the moment, with November, bloody hell, we're not there yet. With October coming up, I'm going to be getting into horror films. I'm getting into all the horror films, especially the physical media ones that I've got. So I've got a whole list of those ones to get through. But at the moment, I'm going through. I'm just in a weird 90s disaster action adventure mood. So I've been going through a load of those. So I saw Point Break, as you saw maybe on a review a week or so ago. I've recently seen Cliffhanger, and I will be doing a video all about these at the end of the month and what I think of them and the pitch quality and everything. Saw Turbulence on 4K, and the last one I saw this morning is Dante's Peak. So I'm hoping to get a few more in, including films like Armageddon. I want to get Volcano with Tommy Lee Jones. Maybe Hard Rain with Christian Slater, Broken Arrow, some stuff like that. Stuff that came out in the 90s. That's the one thing about the 90s for film-wise. I think it was... The 90s was the action disaster bitch decade. You know, we had all films like Armageddon versus Deep Impact, and then we had Volcano versus, what was it, Dante's Peak, and we had a lot of disaster films and action films in the 90s. So I'm just having a blast going through some of those and watching some of the old films. I would say old, but you know what I mean. Matthew says they expecting people to get 2 steelbooks for Deadpool and Wolverine. It's a good job. I ain't a big steelbook collector. I only have Wallace and Gromit, World of Invention, and Loki Season 1 steelbooks. I will probably just get the one with Deadpool on the cover. It was logical, really. But then again, if someone else does a different design, I might just go for that. Alfie says, do you think newer movies will come to VHS? No, I don't think so. No. I think it's only really like a nostalgia thing, and it's a collector's thing, you know, like the Evil Dead 2 one that came out. It's to take you back I love the tape. I love that tape. That's a fantastic tape. Yes, it's just to take you back. I mean, it does work. It has got the film on it, but you know what we're used to? We're used to 4K, pristine quality with Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision and stuff like that. And the picture quality on that is VHS. So I don't think new movies will come out, but I think they'll continue to release old retro classics that, you know, you can safely say that, oh, you've got all these Vice Press ones in your collection. Like I say, the next one that's going to come out is They Live, and they might release a lot of other ones. I think they've got 2 lined up for next year, and it will just be for nostalgia and to put on your shelf with some different artwork. I think that's what it'll be. But I don't think new ones will come out. Not that I've been told anyway. Dave says, pre-ordered my Sixth Sense and Signs on 4K. Hopefully this will lead to The Rock, Enemy of the State and Con Air. Gone in 60 Seconds will arrive. Oh yeah, well, I've pre-ordered both Sixth Sense and Signs on both 4K and Steelbook. And then I'm going to make my mind up when I see the artwork for the Steelbook. Because I do like the artwork for the 4Ks. If the Steelbook artwork is going to be like the Sixth Sense Steelbook art, then I probably won't go for them because it's very minimal. But I probably will go for just the main 4K ones because I've got pretty much most other Shyamalan movies on Blu-ray or 4K. I'm just trying to think, have I got a Steelbook for Shyamalan? I don't think I have got a Steelbook at all for any Shyamalan movies. I used to have Unbreakable and I sold it. I used to have Sixth Sense Steelbook and I sold it. And I used to have Signs and I sold it. Yeah. So I think it's probably just going to be the 4Ks I'm going to grab. Benny's here. Hello, Ben. How are you? I'm good, thanks. I went to see Star Wars A New Hope yesterday at Odeon and Batman Begins at Odeon. Amazing films. Did you enjoy Interstellar at IMAX? Are you watching new Hellboy Friday? Yeah, I actually was planning to go and see Star Wars A New Hope this morning because it was on at about 10:15. But I had a few other things that I wanted to do instead. So I didn't get to go and see it, unfortunately. I'm hoping I'll get to see it in the next week or two because I think it is showing for another couple of times. Interstellar was amazing. Interstellar was fantastic. It's the first time I've ever seen it on 4K. It's the first time I've ever seen it on IMAX. And it had the switching ratio, so you know you had the letterbox, and then it expanded for the IMAX shots. I didn't notice it, but well, I did notice it because I saw it, but it didn't take you away from the picture. It didn't take you out. Picture quality was absolutely incredible, and the sound. Oh shit, that is an experience. And that scene when they rescue, or not rescue, but when Matt Damon, Matt Damon takes control of the ship and goes up to the station and docks. And they said, don't put the docking clamps on because the pressure. And he's just talking. And then all of a sudden there's that loud explosion. I knew it was coming. It still made me jump. But my God, was that loud. Holy shit in hell. Yeah. And I can imagine what that would have been like on the first time round, when no one expected that to happen. But my God, it just looks so gorgeous. Absolutely. I can't imagine what it would be like in 70mm at the BFI. It must be amazing. It's an absolute masterpiece, that film. An absolute masterpiece. And on the way out, I met one of my viewers. Yes, James. I don't know if he's watching. Hello, James. Who's from Ipswich, and he's down here going to university at Canterbury. And so this is going to be his new digs, at the IMAX. So it was great chatting to him. I think we had a chat for about 20 minutes or so, talking about some Nolan stuff and stuff like that. He's going into a little bit more sophisticated career than I understand. So as soon as he told me what he was going to be studying, I was like, what? But yeah, it was really nice to meet him. And I'm sure we'll probably bump into each other again at some point. Maybe if they re-show Tenet or something. Oh, God, that confused me the first time round. That confused me the 10th time round. But yeah, had a great time. Thank you very much. Batman Begins. I would like to have seen all the Dark Knight ones. And they've been showing quite a few, haven't they? They've been showing quite a few films. We've got all the Lord of the Rings films. They're even showing the extended versions of them. And it just seems to be a thing. The funny thing is, with Star Wars, the last couple of Star Wars showings, at my view, they've been sold out at night. They've been selling out more than new films. You know, not maybe one spare seat. So I think everybody's in a nostalgia fix. And it seems people are more attracted to watching older films, old classics, rather than bothering with the new ones, because with the new films, you get the same old crap. You know, it's either a remake or it's a badly reworked sequel. Yeah. So, you know, I enjoy going back to the cinema to watch some old classics. Pardon me. Hellboy. I don't know about Hellboy, because isn't that made by fans on a very low budget? So I'm not sure. That's not at the cinema, though, is it? Or is it? I don't know. I mean, the last Hellboy, David Harbour was really good as Hellboy, but the film was shit. The only comical thing in that film was Big Mo from EastEnders and her machine gun. I still couldn't take that seriously. Ron Perlman, fantastic as Hellboy, and they should really do a third film with Ron Perlman. Thanks for Life says it has been raining all day in Merseyside today. Bloody miserable. Oh, okay. We've had kind of like really nice warm weather down here. I mean, yesterday was summer, absolute summer's day yesterday. It was really hot as well. I had to put the air conditioning on in the car. But it's going downhill now. I suppose it's only right because today is the first day of autumn. So, yeah, it shouldn't be really hot, should it, today? What's Jason? Hello, Jason. Why is it that that these days, when a film fans want a sequel, Hollywood doesn't make them? Then 10 years later, Hollywood makes a sequel, and then no one wants them because everybody then moves on from it. That is true. I mean, you can say for like Avatar, you know, was it 2000? I think it was 2009, wasn't it, when the first one came out? And we had something like a 13-year gap. And it's like, no one's interested in a second Avatar film. People were, because I think it broke 2 billion at the box office. So, yeah, that's a very rare case, I think, where people were happy to go back there. And even for the next, five avatars or 4 or 5 avatars, however many there are. And I think the last one comes out about something like 2031. Jeez. I mean, most of us are going to be in the ground by then. Blimey. Yeah. Don't drag your feet, James Cameron. Yeah. It's also nostalgia, isn't it? It's also nostalgia. It's like people want something that was really popular back in the day. You know, I mean, there's been talk for years about a Back to the Future 4 or a Back to the Future reboot. Bob Gale said it will never happen in his lifetime while he's alive. I expect Robert Zemeckis is probably the same with it. But why would you want a Back to the Future 4 with no Michael J. Fox and no Christopher Lloyd? It will just be a crap reboot. I did see a poster once that had Robert Downey Jr. as Doc Brown and Tom, what's his name? Spider-Man, Tom Hardy. You know who I mean, the new Spider-Man, as Marty McFly. And the poster looked kind of kind of good. It kind of looked good, but no, don't remake it. Don't remake it. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. And sequels, some sequels we don't need. I mean, Jaws. I mean, we didn't really need a Jaws 2, although it was pretty good. Not a patch on the first one, and then they just keep. Let's give them another one. Let's give them Jaws 3. Why not give them Jaws 4 as well? We don't need it. We don't need it. Just leave it alone. Toy Story 5. Now, when it comes to Toy Story 5 and Pixar, I've got faith in those guys because they do make some damn good sequels. I think there's even a Incredibles 3 coming as well. Okay, they don't always work. You know, Cars 2, I mean, I enjoyed it, but it's not as good as the original Cars. And Cars 3, I actually still have not seen Cars 3. I don't know why that. I'm just looking at that now. Yeah, I don't know why I haven't seen Cars 3. But Toy Story, I mean, Toy Story ended fantastic after the third film. The fourth film I actually really enjoyed. The fifth film, it's got to be a really good story for them to say, let's go back and do another one. Either that or they just looked at the bank balance. Oh, dear, yeah. Sequels, eh? Sequels and remakes. Alfie says, have you sold any more 4Ks? No, I haven't. I haven't gone through the 4K collection yet to put out the ones that I'm selling. It's not going to be a huge amount on the 4Ks because I pretty much bought all the 4Ks I want to keep in the collection. There will be a few here and there. I've got the little Babylon 5 movie, which is kind of really a one-time watch. Even though I was a big Babylon 5 fan and, you know, always will be, it was just not the TV show. And a lot of the voices, you know, a lot of the actors that have actually passed away. And I met the entire cast of Babylon 5. So, yeah, it's just not the same without some of those actors. I will be getting rid of Almost Famous, the HMV exclusive. I think it's a cine edition, so I will be getting rid of that one. It was a good film, but it's not something that I'm going to watch multiple times. You know, it was a good film to watch, but that's about it. It's got to be a film that I just want to put on, and you know, if I feel like putting it on again in a couple of weeks' time, I'll watch it again. But I think that's a one-time watch for me. So I will go through them. Same with the steelbooks as well. There are some steelbooks that I can actually get rid of because I've got multiple copies. You know, I think I've got maybe 3 copies of Avatar on steelbook. One's a 3D, one's a standard one, and one's got a lenticular. Plus, I also have the Avatar 4K box sets as well. So I might have to kind of like dumb it down. Yeah, dumb the collection down a little bit. I'm not getting rid of everything in the collection. Just some things that I know that I'm not going to watch, or I'm not going to watch for a very long time. A very long time. Alfie says, and also, didn't you get the Daniel Craig 4K when No Time to Die came out? They was on sale for £10 each with any purchase. If so, did you upgrade it to a 4-movie collection? No, I actually bought the movies when they actually came out. So I bought them at, you know, like 25 quid each or 20 quid each. Plus I have No Time to Die with the slipcover that actually matches all the other 4Ks, you know, all the previous Daniel Craig ones. So I haven't upgraded to the box set. Danny is here. Hello, Danny. I'm doing great, thank you. Jason says, I watched Hobson Shaw last night on TV. I would love to see Hobson Shaw 2 and 3 someday. Do you think they will make... As far as I know, I'm pretty sure they were actually making a third film, and a second film, rather. I'm pretty sure they were in the middle of making a third film. Yeah, that's my steelbook, 4K steelbook. Yeah, it's a really good film. Good fun film. I did read a couple of years ago that they were actually doing a second film, and it would be something like in between Fast 10 and 11 or something like that. So we'll have to see, unless they just postponed it and decided not to do it. We got ages yet till the next Fast and Furious. I think it's not out until 2026, something like that. Monster Media, hello mate. I recently picked up Avatar on 3D with a lenticular slip, along with Ang Lee's Hulk with a slipcover. Very happy to have Hulk with a slip. Slip. Yes, awesome. Avatar is fantastic in 3D. That's the way it was meant to be seen. I'm a little bit bummed at the moment because I've got my OLED here and it's blocking my screen, so I can't watch my 3D movies. So I'm trying to work out how I can incorporate and have a screen to watch my 3D movies as well as having the OLED. And I think probably I'm going to have either a stand-up one that goes just in front of the telly, or, well, yeah, it's going to have to be that because I don't want to fix anything to the ceiling. It's just too much hassle. It'll probably have to be a stand-up one. Yeah, because I haven't got a bigger room, so I haven't got room to do it really. Yeah. Alfie says, I have the TED series on bootleg Blu-ray. Awesome. Any chance is the US 4K of? And that's Blu-ray. The American one is Blu-ray. Imaginary. Oh, Imaginary. Imaginary is coming out in a 4K, isn't it? And the Screen Factory, the Ring to Region B. I don't know. I know the Blu-rays are Region A locked. Well, the 4Ks will be multi-region, wouldn't they? There's very few 4Ks that are actually region locked. There's probably about 2 in the world that are actually region locked. Dylan says, have you heard there were talks of another In-Betweeners? Do you think it should happen? I do. I do think it should happen. I would like to see them. I would like to see where they are now. And hopefully we're at a point where they've got kids now and they're at school. So I think it would work. Hang on a minute. I've just got a message here. How long is that? Oh, yeah, I saw that. I don't think I can copy that and download it. Let's have a look. No, it doesn't give me the option to download it. Oh, there it is. Oh, hang on a minute. Right, hang on. I'm not going to get rid of the comments or anything, but I'm see if I'm going to be able to upload this. Take video, so photo library. I'm not sure I can upload it to the iPad. I got the Jim Jam one, but I don't think the other one has come through yet. So I think what I might do is, what do you call that thing? Air thingy. AirDrop. That's it. So if I AirDrop it to my phone, no, from my phone to the iPad. No, can't find it. AirPlay. I'll tell you what, this iOS 18 ain't everything that it's thingied up to be. It's really tricky on certain things because it's all AI. And it's moved so much shit around as well. So much shit. Hang on. Well, Bluetooth is on. Is my Bluetooth on here? No, it's not. All right, there's my Bluetooth. Let's see if that works. There we go. Right, okay. So sending to my iPad. Okay, right. So I should hopefully be able to upload this to the iPad now. Video library. There it is. Add. Right. So it's uploading. So that shouldn't take too long, hopefully. So let's have a look at a few more questions first of all. Where are we? I think I've lost the questions. Right. Patrick Sherwood. So it's lost some of the questions. So 447 is, that's where I'm coming into. What is it? Patrick, if the 90s is the era of disaster movies, what's the best disaster movie in the 80s and 2000s? Oh, okay. Best disaster film. Oh, best disaster film of the 80s, because the 80s was more about action films. Disaster films. I'm sure they probably were. Let's have a look. Airplane? I wouldn't consider that a disaster film. That's a comedy. Disaster films of the 80s, and they put Gremlins. I don't think there was any. The Day After, 1983, Night of the Comet, Airplane 2, Chain Reaction. Again, I would think that's an action film. Runaway Train. There was not a lot in the 80s. There was not a lot of action film, disaster films in the 80s. What about the 2000s? That's going to be like, oh God, that's going to be like 2012 and The Core, Poseidon and stuff like that. Perfect Storm, Cloverfield. I suppose that is a bit of a disaster film. Children of Men. K-19, I would say that's more of an action film. Vertical Limit, stuff like that. I don't know. 2000s, I would probably go for 2012. That's probably one of the biggest ones. Again, it says Knowing with Nicolas Cage, but that's more of a alien invasion or a sci-fi alien film. Yeah. Matthew says, these timelines are confusing. Deadpool and Wolverine takes place in 2024 and Logan takes place in 2029. How is that possible? Wolverine is alive in 2024, so there's two Wolverines in the same universe now. I see what you mean. I see where you're going there. Pardon me. Yeah. I think Justin, Blue Justin, our very good friend, Justin, he told me when we did the London meetup, I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was Justin that said that he hadn't actually seen Loki. I'm pretty sure it was Justin that told me he hadn't seen any of the Loki, so he didn't know about the TVA. So again, confusing, because if you don't know about this, you're not going to know when you get into it what the hell they're talking about. The Snake Killer 10. Do you think €180 is too much for Lord of the Rings One Ring limited edition on 4K? What's that? Is that about £160? That's quite a lot, actually. That is quite a lot. But then again, when you think about it, those big two steelbook tins that came out, one for the Lord of the Rings, one for the Hobbit, I think they were about 150 quid each. Pretty sure they were. Shandy says, afternoon, Jamie. How's Bournemouth doing? Alfie says, are you seeing Hellboy Crooked Man? I'm going to have to rewatch the trailer because it was just meh on the trailer. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll go to the cinema. I might wait for it to come on streaming. Rianne's here. Who said anything about ignoring you, mate? And Joseph, are you going to see Wicked at the cinema? I think me, Lulu, and Claire are going to see it. Yeah, I haven't seen the stage show, so I don't know about the storyline. But I think it looks good. So it's got Michelle Yeoh in it as well, and Jeff Goldblum. So yeah, I think we'll go and see it. It's got the two leads, as far as I'm aware, are quite well-known singers. I'm not into that kind of music, so I don't know really who they are. Shandy, but Cameron wants to push the other two Avatar sequels by the end of the decade. Yeah, get them out quicker. Don't plod along. Tom Hardy is Venom. Christ, who am I thinking of? Who's Spider-Man? Tom, it's not Tom Hiddleston. Tom Hart, no. Spider-Man. Tom Holland. I knew it was a Tom something. David's here. David said, Paul, did you like my Back to the Future car I put on Facebook? You will love it when you get some time. Have a look. Oh, I'll have a look. Yeah, I haven't seen that. Shandy says, like Michael Caine said, Jaws sequel may have been bad, but have you seen the house? Yeah, he bought for his mum. Yeah, that's the only reason he did it. That's the only reason. Thug for Life says, David Beach, do you go to the beach a lot? Patrick says, is there one movie you wish you could see in the cinema that has never been really since its first ever release in the cinema? Well, Interstellar was one of them. Never-ending Story I recently got a chance to go and see in the cinema again. E.T. I saw, and Jaws, both at the IMAX, last year, I think it was. Is there a film that I would like to see in the cinema? One particular film that kind of hasn't been re-shown. Armageddon and Independence Day. Now, I think Independence Day has been re-shown in cinemas at certain times, but I've never been able to go. It's always been the wrong time. But yeah, they're two films I would like to see in the cinema again. Why do you answer if I go on the beach? Alfie says, how much do you think you will sell Almost Famous for? And do you think you will get bombarded of messages with you getting rid of 4K? Probably. I'm not going to do what I did last time by saying, oh, I've got all these up for sale. Anybody who wants to send me a message, because I got so bombarded, and I think I must have had about 150 to 160 messages from people that were interested in a lot of the Blu-rays. And I didn't reply to a lot of their messages because they'd already gone. They'd already sold. So I did say on one of my videos that if you don't get a message from me, thank you for, applying or your interest, but they've already gone. Let me have a look to see what that Almost Famous goes for on CEX. Almost Famous. Is that 20th? Is that 20th anniversary? I don't know why my dad's ringing me. He's ringing me. He's only downstairs. There it is. £30 trade-in. £30 trade-in. Why have I got a voicemail from Dad? Hang on a minute. One moment. I've got a voice. He's downstairs. What is he trying to do? Let's have a look. See if I can listen to the voicemail. 9 seconds it is. Nothing. It's blank. I think what it is, because if I reset the internet, if I reset the broadband, it knocks out the phone, because, you know, we don't have a landline connected to the landline anymore. It's now connected to broadband. Oh, he's phoning someone. Yeah, so if it knocks the broadband out, then you've got no landline. So that's a bit tricky, actually, because it means if all broadband goes down or the internet goes down, you've got no landline phone number. It doesn't exist. Could be a bit tricky. The Snake Killer 10. Skyfall comes in 4K steelbook soon. Do you have plan to take it? Depends on the artwork. Yeah, I'd like to see the artwork first. Monster Media. Which did you think was better out of the 2 Hulk movies, and do you think we will ever get a new Hulk movie? Incredible Hulk was much better than Ang Lee's one, in my opinion. I was always hoping they were going to do a standalone Hulk, a standalone Hulk with Mark Ruffalo, but I don't know now. I don't know, because it's shaking everything up now. The whole MCU is totally out of proportion and disillusion, and I don't think Marvel really know what to do. I think they've lost their way, and they have no idea where they're going. You know, they had sites set out with, oh, we're going to do these films. Apparently there's going to be another Shang-Chi. They've abandoned Eternals 2. Boo! Because I enjoyed that one. But then they were going to do all the whole Kang Dynasty and stuff like that. And now Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as Doctor Doom, Dr. Von Doom. I don't know. I think they're struggling. Emma, my niece, was a massive MCU fan, massive. And I was talking to her earlier on when she came round. The last MCU film she saw was Endgame at the cinema. So I think she's lost interest. A lot of people have lost interest in the MCU. It's run its course. I think it's run its course. I think it's dwindling out now. Occasionally we'll get a really good one, you know, Deadpool and Wolverine, or Spider-Man No Way Home with Tom Holland. But everything else is just okay. It's okay. I enjoyed Miss Marvel, or the Marvels rather, but the villain was crap. The villain was crap in the Marvels, but they're not these grand epic pieces that we used to get, like Winter Soldier and Civil War, and the MCU Civil War, not this other film, and the Avengers movies. So yeah, I think it's getting a bit stale, and also using new characters, it kind of, it's not working, I don't think. I mean, they tried that with the Eternals. You know, we had a completely new cast of heroes, but people were familiar with, like, Thor, Captain America, and Hulk, and all these. People wanted those characters, not what was coming next, and certainly not Harry Styles. So I don't know. I think it may be run its course. I know we've got a couple more Avengers films coming out, but I think maybe it will be winding down after those Avengers films. But then again, I mean, most of them make about $1 billion to $2 billion each, so they'll probably keep going until the Earth freezes over. Who knows? Nick says, have you seen the new Deadpool and Wolverine steelbooks coming soon? Yes, I have. They do look good, but I don't really want to buy two. Like I say, I'm probably going to go with the Deadpool one. But if there is another design, I'll grab it. There's a possibility that Blue Fans might release one, or maybe Film Arena, someone like that. Blue Fans are doing a lot of MCU stuff now. I think they're doing 3 a year. I've already unboxed a load. I had, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I had Thor, Love and Thunder, and also, what was the other one I had? I can't see it. I can't see the title of it. Shang-Chi. Yeah, the steelbooks are gorgeous. They don't come with any discs, though, because I think it's all to do with licensing. They're not allowed to sell them with discs. But you get all the nice package. And if you can pick up the discs really cheap and put them in there, then, you've got the whole package. And though I can imagine what a Deadpool and Wolverine steelbook would look like through Blue Fans. It would be amazing. Marvel fan says, I gave up on Fast and Furious movies. They should have ended it with Fast and 7. I always said that. I always said that actually is still my favourite Fast and Furious movie. And I went to see that at midnight. And that last scene with the music and looking back, the flashback of Paul Walker and everything, and then the cars driving off, every sod in that cinema was crying. And that was a perfect way to end it. That was perfect. I did enjoy Fast 8. I did enjoy it. Fast 9 had some really good action and some stupid action. And I enjoyed Fast 10 as well, especially with the boulder thing rolling down the streets and everything with a bomb. And bloody Momoa, Jason Momoa, who was absolutely fantastic in that film. And I think that's one of my favourite villain characters in any of the Fast and Furious films. So, and of course, we get that little snippet at the end of, oh, look who's back. Look who's back. So I'm really holding out hope that the next one is going to be an epic, and hopefully an epic conclusion. The Snake Killer 10. Also, soon you'll have 10,000 subs. Anything special planned? I know it's kind of not, I wouldn't say dwindling at the moment, but it's kind of like being steady. I'm going like maybe up 10 subscribers, then maybe going down 5 subscribers, and it's kind of like seesawing like that. So it's taking me a little bit longer to get these last ones. I think it's about 130 subscribers until I hit the 10,000. Which is amazing, absolutely amazing. But it's funny also when you look at some channels that have got absolutely shit tons, and they get like 30,000 subscribers a day. They've got in their millions. I mean, obviously I'm never going to get anything like that, because it's a niche interest, isn't it? Film and TV and physical media, it's niche. But if I was to start up a food channel, going around testing fish and chips and shit like that, I'd probably have about 1 million subscribers. But so far as a giveaway, as it's 10,000, I'm probably going to give away some money vouchers, and I figured it would probably be £100, and I'd do it in kind of like, there'll be a £50 gift voucher for one person. There'll be 2 £20 gift vouchers for 2 other people, and then there'll be a 10 for another person. So I think it'll probably be Amazon. I think that might be the best way of doing it, rather than buying a lot of movies, because then people can go and spend it on, whatever they like. Dave says, which movies would you like to see in 4K in 2025? Mine would be Lethal Weapon movies, The Remaining Elm Street, and Dirty Harry movies. I'm really surprised that we haven't had Lethal Weapon on 4K yet. They really need to get going with that, especially the first one. We're getting The Village on 4K. I never thought we'd get The Village on 4K, so I'm really happy with that. What do I really want? What do I really want? Because pretty much most of the new stuff's coming out, and we're getting Alien 3, maybe a nice new Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos cut of Alien 3 would be nice. I'm not sure about Alien Resurrection. I don't know. Yeah. Fast 8 wasn't bad, but it's a cash cow, so obviously going to make more. Yeah, it's going to make shit tons of money. David says, why haven't they released In-Betweeners TV show on Blu-ray? Complete set, it needs to come out. Yeah, I think if there is any interest and it does go ahead with a third film, I think that is the time when probably the Blu-rays will come out. Depending on the quality of them, because when you look back at the Blackadder series that came out on Blu-ray, it's an upgrade, but it's not a vast improvement. The same with the for the 40 Towers. But I would definitely buy an In-Betweeners Blu-ray box set. Marvel fan. There is rumours that they are about to make World War Hulk movie. I've heard that as well, yeah. Alyssa W, hello. What's your favourite country song? God, blimey, that's a question. I didn't think I'd get a country music question. If anybody wants other country music or metal questions from the 80s, then yeah, by all means, put it in the comments. My favourite country song of all time. It's hard because there are so many great ones. I mean, Garth Brooks, Friends in Low Places, that's such a classic. Alan Jackson, Remember When, that is such a great song. I love that song. I don't know. There are so many. Miranda Lambert, The House That Built Me. I love that song. It's fantastic. So many. And of course, Chris Young, Drowning, because it's the song that was played at my mum's funeral. And I find that really hard to play that album and get past that song. It's so difficult. Shane, have you got a Holy Grail pickup? A film you want or one you missed out on? Is there a Holy Grail pickup? One that I missed out on? I had missed out on the really nice deluxe Leon box set with all the embossing, but I managed to get it because they had another load of stock in. It's not Christmas yet. There is one actually. It's more of a box set. It's the 5-film Rambo collection steelbook tin. I think it's all red, and they've got all the 5 steelbooks inside, pretty much like they did with the Lord of the Rings ones and the Mad Max, the Matrix, Superman. That is the only steelbook tin I'm actually missing that I would love. To try and get a mint one is impossible because it was only released in America. I think might have been a Best Buy exclusive or a Walmart exclusive. And even if you get a dent one, you're looking at paying about $500 for it. I'm hoping one day they might release it over here, but I don't know. But that's my Holy Grail. Yeah. Monster Media says, I've just tried to message you on Instagram and it claims I cannot message you for some reason. Really? Message on what? On Instagram. Hang on a minute. Maybe it's asking me to. Oh, well, there's no. It doesn't say invite or anything, so there's nothing coming up at all. Because normally it says, you know, you have to invite someone. Messenger, Facebook Messenger. Send me a message on there. Hello, what's this? Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, send me a message on there if you can. Thanks for life says, I can't believe they're going to be in new in-betweeners. The thing is, and I've seen a lot of people talk about it, can they get away with it? It's like you can't do a Little Britain now. You cannot do it the way that they did it. There'd be too many people offended. And it's really weird because, you know, Precious in Come Fly With Me, the coffee lady, it's basically Matt Lucas blackface. I've seen comments from Caribbean women on those videos and they laughed their heads off at them. They said, it's just what it's like. That lady represents everything that a Caribbean woman is, and it's so hilarious. And nobody was offended when Little Britain came out. No one was offended when Come Fly With Me came out. I don't know why all of a sudden everybody's got so offended, because I don't see any offence in it at all. Maybe it's just my warped sense of humour. Even when it came to like, oh, Mr. Dudley and the old woman, you know, David Williams just losing her piss in the middle of the supermarket. It's just, I don't get it. I don't get why so many people are so offended by every single little thing these days. Joseph, apparently there's a Kung Fu Panda film. No, not another one. Do you know what? I haven't even seen the fourth one yet. I have bought it, but I don't even remember it being at the cinema. Are you going to do another culling video? Yeah, it'll be the 4Ks next, and then the steelbooks. David says a volcano movie with Tommy Jones. Yeah, I got that on Blu-ray in a nice black case. So that'll be definitely one that I'm going to watch in the next week or so. Jason says, have you ever thought about getting a cinema screen and hook it to the top ceiling where you have strings to pull up and down? And I have 7 of them in my living room on the wall. Cinema screen, and you hook it to the top ceiling. So put hooks in the top ceiling, and then just hook it on. I never thought about that. I don't know. Ryan is here. Hello, Ryan. And Mama Blu-ray's here. Hello, all the way from America. Hit the likes, people. Mama Blu-ray says hit the likes. Fantastic. Hope you're doing all well over there with and Papa Blu-ray and Susan's all doing good. Shandy did a whole family trip to the cinema for 2012. Younger sister was convinced it was going to happen. Rianne's are so happy today because I got WWE DVDs and what AJ Styles TNA DVD. I don't know what that means. And 4K Star Wars trilogy. Well, at least that makes sense. Matthew says that new Wolverine took original Wolverine's place. So original Logan and his X-Men was erased because another Wolverine took his place. See, this is the whole thing with the MCU and the multiverse and that. It's just confusing for a lot of people. I mean, I don't think anybody that I work with actually even watch anything to do with the MCU because they don't want to know about this film before that film. This film interferes with that film, so that character doesn't exist. warping and bending it. Or it's like my mum used to say with the Star Wars films. You know, we had the original Star Wars films, and then they came out with the prequels, and she said, "Why didn't they just bloody make the prequels first?" It's true. Patrick says, what makes a really good slip and what makes a really bad one? Good quality, maybe with a nice bit of embossing and some spot gloss and a nice design. And what makes a bad one? Floppy, torn, with a really bad lenticular, basically. Are you offer any more classic British comedy TV shows that are only on DVD? And if so, what are you after? And what haven't you got so far? Oh, what are you after? Classic British sitcoms. There's one that I was trying to get. Dr. Beechin. I think he's from the same guys who did Heidi High, and it was all based around a railway station. I think it had about 3 seasons, and I was meaning to buy the complete box set of that for quite a while, and I could never get it because it was always sold out. And now I think it's out of print, but I think you can buy it for like 50 quid or something on eBay. So I might just carry on hunting around. I haven't actually looked in CEX to see if they have any, so it might be worth having a look on CEX. Mama Blu-ray says, "Why are you so happy?" I'm always happy, Mama Blu-ray. Mr. Movie Madness. Hi, Paul. I'm looking forward to seeing Venom Last Dance. Yeah, they had a trailer at the IMAX yesterday. It's a different trailer. It does look good. It does look good. It's the very last film, isn't it? Terrifier 3, Smile 2. I will give Smile 1 another go, but it didn't blow me away the first time. And Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. Yeah. Rianne says, I'm looking forward to Venom 3, Smile 2, Joker, yeah, Gladiator 2. Marvel fan. I got the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror 13 day Funko Pocket Pop Advent Calendar to open next month. 14 figures in total. That's a bit of a mouthful. Trekkernaut is here. Hello. Sorry if I asked, are you getting the Galaxy Quest Steel or Slip? I'll probably get the Slip because I've already got the Galaxy Quest Steelbook, which I think is a better design than the 4K one. So I'll probably get the 4K Amaray and then just put the discs in the existing Steelbook. Joseph has got to go now. Thanks, Joseph, for popping by. Mama Blu-ray still loves the MCU, so that's good. You've got some love there. I still love it. It's just the last load of films since, since Endgame have been hit and miss. But I'll always go to the cinema to see the new one when and then make my mind up then. Trekkernaut says, I like the slips with holographic foil effects. Yes, very nice. Jamie says, hello, Kermit. I didn't see Kermit on the list on the thingies here. I hope I haven't skipped over his message. Sam says, did you have Planet of the Apes on 4K? I've got the box set. I picked up the the old 60s films from Cancer Research, I think it was, down Westwood Cross. I picked up that nice box set that's got like 6 or 7 films in it. As for the new one, The Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, I'm still not decided whether or not I'm getting a slipcover for it or the steelbook. Haven't decided yet. Joseph Adam, rant on my holiday this year. Paul, hi. You've had a rant on your holiday. Best Fast and Furious movies are 1 and Tokyo Drift. Rest is crap. Really enjoyed 1. Obviously, that's fantastic. I never got into 2 and 3. I could never get into them. 3, especially Tokyo Drift. I think is the worst one. Because it just took everything from Fast and Furious, and it was its own independent movie, without the leads. 5 is tolerable, but over the top like the others. I think when it hit like 5, and it went from street racing to action films, that's where it went good. That's where it found its place. Jamie says 5 is his favourite. Dave, I think No Time to Die should be an end to Bond movies. I hate saying that as I'm a massive Bond fan. It did divide a lot of fans. I know Mr. Hollyoak, Richard, he doesn't like it. There are a lot of other people that don't like it. They don't like the ending. I had no problem with the ending. How were they going to end it? How have they ended all the other Bond films? That's it. He just like does a funny joke, and then the credits go up, and he sails off into the sunset on a boat or something. But I think this was a solid close to how they can write this character out and say, right, that's it for Daniel Craig. He's done, and then we'll move on. And I thought the ending was really emotional. I cry every time that I actually watch that film at the end. I love the music, and I just love the setup, and I love the whole tagline at the end. If only we had more time. You have all the time in the world, and all that. I read recently that Ben Whishaw, his contract is up, but he's hoping that he gets the phone call so that he can continue as Q. But I reckon they'll probably just recast everybody. Nobody knows. I don't think anybody knows where we're going to go with it. It's going to be revamped, however they're going to do it. There's been people linked to it, Henry Cavill, who I think is going to be too old anyway. Anya Taylor-Joy. Aaron Taylor, is it Aaron Taylor Thompson? Aaron Taylor Johnson. Who I'm talking about. I think he's the one that's been tipped the most to be the character. Who knows? As long as it doesn't turn into Jane Bond. Joseph says, Rant My Holiday was rubbish, weather wasn't good, and arcades wasn't working. Where did you go? Where'd you go for your holes? David says, Jamie Bell, did you like my Sonic statue I put on Facebook? Oh, okay. Rianne says Fast One's his favourite. Joseph, tribute with Supercar and Thunderbirds because David Graham passed away. I don't think I ever saw Supercar. Ryan says, what year did Superman 2 come out? Superman 2? Spider-Man 2? Without looking, I don't know. Was it maybe 2002, maybe? Do you know what? Let's have a look. Spider-Man 2. I could be way out. 2004. I was 2 years out. There you go. David says, thank you so much. Oh, Jamie, yeah, thank you so much, Jamie. Joseph says, Coomhaven was with... Oh, Coomhaven. Where did you go, though? Because me, Lulu, and Claire sometimes go to, I think it's a Coomhaven down in Hastings. Trekanaut says, my Mighty Ducks trilogy in 4K is a must. Jamie says, are you going to see The Substance? Don't Eat in the Cinema. I might do that Tuesday, actually, because there is like a midday performance. So I think I'm not Tuesday, Wednesday. I think I might do that Wednesday because I do want to see it, and it won't cost me a penny because I've got my Sky VIP tickets. Joseph said, I say white better word than S word because I was bored at Coomhaven. Okay, whatever. Reboot movie I want is Return to Never Ending Story and Mean Girls 3 with Lindsay Lohan. Okay. Do you think Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines will ever come out on 4K? I don't know. Don't know. Maybe if there's another Terminator movie that comes out, because apparently James Cameron's got some ideas. Maybe they'll bring one out about that time. Why Only Fools and Horses won't do the collection set in Blu-ray? Yeah, because it was just limited. It was just limited episodes. I think that was just a teaser, just to see if it would sell well. Matthew says we need a Hugh Jackman versus Hulk fight scene. That would be quite epic, actually. Joseph says we need Small Soldiers 2. I haven't seen the first film. I do have it on Blu-ray, but I've never seen it. Sam says, did you have printed off the apes of DVD? Printed of the apes? What's printed of the apes? Thugs for Life. Paul, do you have any Jimi Hendrix cassettes or CDs? I don't actually, no. No, I never really got into Jimi Hendrix. Joseph says, I'm watching Mind of Mr. J.G. Reader. I don't know what that is. And then Sam says, do you have Plans of the Apes? I know what he means, Planet of the Apes, but I don't know what a Plan of the Apes is. Martha Fan says, what is the next BBC show to get a Blu-ray release? I don't know. I don't know if I've heard anything. I don't know. I don't think I've heard of anything recently. Adam is here. Hello, mate. What will be your next big purchase on physical media? Well, I'm going to be getting Bike Riders on 4K, hopefully on Wednesday, when I'm out hunting. After that, I think it's going to be like Twister and Twisters. I think there's quite a few that come out at the end of the month, all on the same day. I think Twisters is going to be the next one, or the Twister limited edition. Thanks for Life. I'm looking forward to watching the new Gavin and Stacey at Christmas. I'm happy for you, mate. I'm happy for you. Never been a fan of it myself. Never watched a single episode, but I'm happy you're can't wait for it. Dave says, thinking of getting Pirates of the Caribbean 4K box set, but it's still expensive. A lot of people are like, don't bother, because the transfers, at least for the first 2 films or the first 3 films, they're not much better than Blu-ray, to be perfectly honest. And it's only like the last 2 films where it's starting to look a bit better. But the transfers, the 4K transfers, as far as I know, are not good. But I haven't played my box set back yet, so you know, I might put it on and think, bloody hell, this looks good. You know, because everybody's got different equipment, and all of our screens are set at different, you know, settings. Big P33, hello. What's your favourite genre and why? What's your favourite genre and why? Science fiction, space. Basically because of Star Wars. Star Wars kicked it all off. And then I was interested in everything from Star Trek, you know, like Alien Invasions, E.T., Independence Day, Stargate, science fiction and space. And on average, how many movies per week do you think you watch? 2, probably. Don't really get much time to watch movies. I do shift work, so I have days off. Unfortunately, I'm either out Blu-ray hunting, or we're going shopping, or we're going to a restaurant. Even the evenings, I don't really watch films because we just not watch whatever's on normal TV or stream what's on Netflix or Paramount, catch up with stuff like that. Plus, we watch YouTube videos. So I normally only watch movies here in the cinema room. And it's usually maybe about 2 a week. I'll try to get in 3, but that's a stretch. What is your earliest movie memory? My earliest movie memory. Earliest movie memory. A lot later than probably a lot of people think. Empire Strikes Back, 1980. I was 7. No, I wasn't. I was 9. That's my earliest memory of seeing Empire Strikes Back. Apparently, I saw the original Star Wars in the cinema. I don't remember. My mum took me to see Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs when I was about 4 or 5, but I've got no recollection of that. So I think maybe Empire Strikes Back when I was 9 is the first memory of actually being in the cinema and watching a film. Elisa says, what is your favourite Christmas film? Die Hard, of course. Die Hard is a Christmas action film. If you're talking about Christmas film, then it would be National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And I only realised the other day when I was watching these action films that Turbulence is actually a Christmas film as well, because it's set, Christmas Eve. The aeroplane is all decked out with Christmas trees and tinsel. So no one's ever talked about Turbulence being a Christmas film before. Mama Blu-ray says, I wish I knew you wanted the Rambo Steel collection. I would have picked you one up. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, I would have just sent you the money straight away. Yeah, we've never had that one over here, and I think it's kind of rare over there now. And I think if you've got a mint one, you are so lucky. Marvel fan, can't wait to see the new Outnumbered Christmas special in December. That's another series that I never got into. See, that's the thing again, like nostalgia. They're bringing back all the old things. Outnumbered, Gavin and Stacey, they're not relying on new stuff. Of course, we'll have Mrs. Brown's Boys, but that stopped being funny about 10 years ago. Yeah. Patrick says, what makes a country song a country song? If your wife's left you, thrown you out, and the dogs run away, and you've got to pack your luggage up in your truck. that's so cliched as a country song, but I don't know. Anything can be a really good country song. I mean, Alan Jackson's Where Were You When the World Stopped Turning, which was a song that he wrote after 9/11. Holy crap, what a song. And I swear, you try getting through that without crying your eyes out or shedding a tear. Wow. Yeah. So it's just really great songwriting. That's what makes a really great country song. And a nice medley. I dropped you a message on Facebook. Has everything gone through? Should we have a look? Let's have a look. See if I got a message. What, on Messenger, you mean? Oh, hello. Go to there. Request messages. There you go. Yes, I've got it, mate. Yes, it's come through. Brilliant. Accept. Awesome. Okay, send me your details, send me your address, and then I can get those movies in the post for you. Yay! That gives me a bit of shelf space back then. Jason says, if there was ever a new Indiana Jones film, what, another one, to come out in the next few years, who would take on the role of Indiana Jones after Harrison Ford? No one. No one should ever be Indiana Jones after Harrison Ford. I know they've done it in the past. They've had Sean Patrick Flannery in the Indiana Jones Chronicles. What was the other kid's name? Corey Carrier. And who else have you had? You've had River Phoenix. And the old guy, George, I can't remember the old guy back in, he was in his 80s or 90s, I think. I think it was maybe The Mystery of the Blues, the young Indiana Jones one, because that also had Harrison Ford in it. Yeah. No, I don't think anybody should do it. Not at all. If someone held a gun to my head and say, you've got to say who's going to be the next who's going to be the next Indiana Jones, if you refuse to do it, I'll shoot you in the head. I would say Chris Pratt, but that's it. But no, there should not be. The same as there should not be any more Back to the Future. Marty McFly does not exist outside of Michael J. Fox. He probably does Eric Stoltz, but you know what I mean. Stephen's here. Hello, Stephen. Do you like the X-Files? Love it. I'm just going through it again. Yeah. I'm in season 2 at the moment. So really enjoying it, especially the remastered look of it now. It looks really good. I'm also going through Prison Break as well. So I'm watching a lot of old stuff. AJ Styles is a wrestler. Okay. That's cool. What we got here? Paul, what is the most you would spend on a vinyl record, if you don't mind me asking? What is the average price to you? Because vinyl is expensive. It is. And I think in a way that's why CD sales were up last year, because some vinyl are hitting like 50 to 70 quid each. And I always try to get them when they're in the $29.95 kind of market. Maximum about £35. The most I would spend, it would be about £35. Yeah. Hollyoaks Videos is here. Hello. Scotty's Movies. All right, mate. There is one copy of Complete O Dr. Beeching in CX showing in. You're having a laugh. Folkestone is 7 miles from me. We go there Blu-ray hunting all the time. Holy crap. I might have to go and have a look at that, see what the quality's like on the discs. Thanks for letting me know, mate. Oh, my God. I was over Folkestone a couple of days ago. I probably could have gone and had a look. Wow. Yeah, I need to get over there on Wednesdays, if it's still available then. Patrick Sherwood. Remember this big info. Come Fly With Me's Taj. His favourite movie of all time is Avatar. It is. Have you not seen Avatar? You're gay. You're gay. Yeah, oh God, it's such a classic character. I'll tell you what, I was watching some clips on YouTube the other day, and I can't remember what his name is. It's the immigration officer. Yeah, Davy Williams. It's so true today, though. It's so true. Sam says, what movie is good with my grandma tomorrow? Put something lovely on. Put something like, I don't know, Friday the 13th. I don't know. E-Track Studio, hello, long time. Ain't been here. Still doing a good job. Oh, Tave much. You should have been here at the beginning, mate. It was a complete mess. Stephen says there's going to be a new Spider-Man movie. I think there is going to be a Spider-Man 4, isn't there? Not a Tobey Maguire one. A Tom Holland one. Spider-Man 4? Yeah, Spider-Man 4. But I have heard things that maybe there'll be another Tobey Maguire one. Who knows? Who knows? Luke's World of TV is here. Hello, mate. I recently watched the Agatha All Along TV series. It's okay. Not the best, but it's okay. Yeah, I've only seen one episode. Tell you what we're watching at the moment, me and Papa Bowman. We're watching this train thing. I can't remember what it's called. There's Night Sleeper. That's pretty good. We're only on like episode 3 at the moment, so we're just plodding along for it, but it's quite gripping. Luke says, have you heard that Spider-Man is going to be in Venom, The Last Dance? No, never heard of that. I think that would be like a spoiler thing, wouldn't it? They wouldn't want that to get out. But obviously someone's leaked it. Oh, Dr. Beecham's sitcom, 2 seasons. Was it? I thought it was 3. So, yeah, maybe 2 then. Number of episodes, 20. Okay, so not too bad. Bond shouldn't die. Yeah, it's it's a conversation piece, isn't it, for a lot of people, how it was going to end. I don't know whether or not they just decided this just fresh start, or maybe Daniel Craig actually insisted on it. You know, okay, I'll come back and I'll do one more Bond, but only if he dies. It was the same thing Harrison Ford said, wasn't it? I'll do Return of the Jedi if you kill me off. Or something like that. I don't know. There's an aura about him that you cannot die. No, it wasn't Return of the Jedi, was it? It was The Force Awakens. Oh, what a twat. Yeah, Harrison Ford come back for The Force Awakens. I'll do this one, but kill me. But then he came back again, didn't he, for the last film, where he had that little touching meeting with Kylo on the bridge. Did you see the Deadpool and Wolverine steelbook? Yes, I did. So they made I'm insignificant when they did that. They made him. Dr. Beach in Series 1 and 2. 18 quid, that's a very good price. Because, like I was saying, I was looking at it on eBay a couple of months ago, and it was 50 quid for the box set. Trekanaut, similar to the death of Data, don't kill off the heroes. Yeah. Yeah. Although we got to see him come back, and we got some fantastic scenes in Picard Season 3. Yeah. But yeah, they should never have killed off Data, I don't think. Jamie says, I spent my Sunday filming an 11-page, 6-minute intro for my shop vlog tomorrow. I need a life. 11-page? Do you have a script? I don't. Whatever happens on screen just happens. I suppose you have to plot it out with all the different characters reacting to each other. David says, Paul, are you getting the Friends 4K box set, or are you going to stick with a Blu-ray box set? I bought the Blu-ray box set. I think it was £15 from Argus about 2 years ago at Christmas. Apparently there is another 4K box set coming out for Friends later in the year. It's like a big, massive collector's box set. I might hold out for that. Are you looking forward to The Hitcher on 4K? Yeah, I haven't seen that film for a long time actually, but I do have an order in for it. E-Track Studios, Paul, do you ever watch wildlife programs? If so, which wildlife interests you? I love wild cats, lions, and tigers. Of course, David Attenborough. Oh yes, Sir David Attenborough. You have to watch Sir David Attenborough. He's the master. He's the absolute master of all this wildlife stuff. And I do enjoy stuff like that. But yeah, I like a lot of like ice ones as well, like penguins and the Antarctic stuff like that. And all the green planets and planet Earth and all that. It was really nice. Pardon me. Excuse me. Patrick says Beetlejuice 2 has passed 300 million. That's good news. Thugs for Life. Paul, you should review food on your channel as well. Do you know what? I had actually thought about doing a second channel and just going out and testing some food and doing food reviews. But I thought it might interfere with the Blu-rays and to try and separate the different things. I've even got like a channel name as well if I did do it, and taglines that I would say at certain points in that. It had it was something that I was thinking about doing and just trying it out, even if it's just like one video a week. But I don't know if anybody would be interested in me doing a food review, like, you know, going to a fish and chip restaurant, ordering fish and chips and mushy peas, and then testing them, and or going and buying the latest Chinese or something. You'll have to let me know. Maybe I'll do maybe I'll put a poll up and see if anyone's interested. Davey says, I don't know why they haven't released a complete box set of Planet of the Apes TV show on Blu-ray. It's 50-year anniversary this year. It would be nice with lots of extras. It would be. Oh my God. I don't think we're going to get through all these comments. I was just about to say that's about it, folks. Well, maybe another 20 minutes, because how long have I been on? Yeah, I've been only on an hour and 45 minutes, so maybe another quarter of an hour. Let's see if we can see how many we can get through of these. 30th of September, new release day is possibly the biggest of the year. I've got about 7 coming. There is a lot out on that day, yeah. Yeah, I won't show you, because otherwise we won't get through a lot of these comments. David says, great, amazing video, Jamie, today. Yeah, that was so funny, actually, yeah. Stay to the end of my stream, because there will be a little clip of a video from Jamie at the end to say goodbye. Die Hard is an action film set at Christmas. So it's a Christmas film then. It's an age-long argument that recurs every year. Absolutely. The same as Gremlins. It's a Christmas film. Or is Gremlins a family fun alien films set at Christmas? Who knows? Who knows? Trekanaut says, I like watching The Terminal at Christmas. Yeah. That's a good film. I enjoy that film. The Terminal is a masterpiece. Isn't it? If I remember rightly, because I haven't seen it in quite a while, the baggage handlers, isn't one of the baggage handlers the Mandalorian? I'm pretty sure. The guy that plays the Mandalorian. Pedro Pascal. Do you know what? I'm going to have a look now. I'm pretty sure it is. Or is it Diego Luna? Let's have a look. The Terminal. Tom Hanks. There we go. It's Diego Luna. Okay, it's Diego Luna, not Pedro Pascal. But of course, it's got Zoe Saldana, and she doesn't have a very big part in the film. Yeah. Yeah, it's Cassian Andor. It's Cassian Andor that's in The Terminal, not the Mandalorian. Yeah, I knew it was one of them. Mr. Movie Madness, Doctor Who Christmas special coming out on Christmas Day. I'm glad it's back to Christmas Day, but I hope it's a good one, though. Love Gavin and Stacey, such a funny show, lovely show. You should try and give it a go. I was hooked from episode 1. That'll be a no, because it's got James Corden. Folkestone has 1 copy of Oh Dr. Beechin. Yep, series 1 and 2. You know what'll happen. I'll get there on. I'll phone him up, or I'll get there on maybe Wednesday, and it'll be gone. But there you go. Mr. Movie Madness. Venom: The Last Dance releases in the cinema October the 31st. I thought it was earlier than that. Mama Blu-ray says Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It's an age-long argument. Ho ho ho. There's Christmas music in it. I've got the machine gun now. Ho ho ho. They're at a Christmas party. It's Christmas Eve. It's a Christmas movie, just with action. We can have an argument all night long. Jerry's here. Hello. I hope you're having a great weekend so far. I am. Thank you very much. Lewis is here. Has anyone seen the new Hellboy trailer? I've seen the trailer. It didn't really do too much for me, but I hope the film is better than some of the reviews that I've read. Jason says, I watched Beetlejuice for the first time on TV last week, and I thought it was a one-time watch. Should I give Beetlejuice 2 a watch at the cinema? Okay. Up to you. I think more or less people that grew up with it appreciate it more. Tell you what, when my niece came in earlier on, though, she was telling me about a couple of her friends that went to see Beetlejuice 2, but they never saw the original. What's the point in doing that? Because you ain't going to know who any of the characters are or who they're related to. So, yeah, I think you should watch the first one before watching the second one. Matthew says, I'm looking forward to the Deadpool and Wolverine Marvel Legends. We are getting a Colossus for the first time. Wolverine from the bar before he's taken to the TVA, a new Deadpool and Wolverine Yellow. It's going to be Wolverine, Wolverine, Wolverine. It's like he's going to say they're going to have him playing Wolverine until he dies. New Hellboy looks good for a B-movie version. It's not going to be the epic glory of, Ron Perlman. The X-Files on Disney Plus is cut, sadly. Probably, yeah. Hopefully they haven't cut too much out of it, though. I sent you something on Messenger. Send me something on Messenger. Let's have a look. What you sent me on Messenger? Oh, it is. Okay. For some reason, I thought Venom was out about the 4th of October. Obviously not. Runtime 2 hours and 20 minutes, though. Yes. I know not a lot of people like the second one with Woody Harrelson, but I enjoyed it. I don't know if Lulu is going to come and watch this one, though, because there's going to be not very much Tom Hardy. Not Tom Holland, Tom Hardy. I think she thinks it's going to be more Venom than it's going to be Tom Hardy, because she's got a thing for Tom Hardy. So did Mama Bowman, actually. Yeah, thanks, mate. Send that over. They should have passed it to Shia LaBeouf. It seemed the logical thing to do after the last, after the 4th film. He could have made something of it, and it would have been a bit more believable. But I think, didn't he get into some slagging match with Spielberg or something? And I suppose that's why they killed his character off in the new film. Jamie, my dad was a sound engineer on the X-Files production. Got to see some cool things growing up. Oh, excellent. 3 greatest quirky movies: Ghostbusters, Beetlejuice, and The Frighteners. Oh, yeah. I hope to get a new version of The Frighteners. I want to get a 4K version of that. Monster Media, what do you think of the new Linkin Park? I don't know any Linkin Park songs. I wouldn't be able to name any band member, so it doesn't mean anything to me. Mr. Movie Madness, for Christmas I want WWE Christmas Classics DVD. Lewis says, watch the new Penguin. It's brilliant. Bloody hell, that first episode. They reckon it's probably the most impressive debut for a TV series in the last 20 years. Absolute spot on. Perfect. I thought it was bloody good. Isla White Transport is here. Really? Hello. Mama Blu-ray's got to start Sunday dinner. I'll catch the rest on replay. Hit the likes for Paulie. Thank you, Mama Blu-ray. Yes, and enjoy your din-dins. I know I did earlier on. Thank you for popping by, Mama Blu-ray. Mr. Movie Madness, there is Terrifier 4 coming out, apparently. Terrifier 4 is in talks. Isle of Wight Transport still got the old VHS Star Wars. I've got them up in the storeroom, yeah. Unaltered ones as well. Lewis says, I think Paulie needs a cameo in a film. That would be awesome. Depends on the film. Jamie says, for the crazy J stuff, it could be scripted as it's full-on conversation sometimes. The voiceovers for what's in HMV bits are I never scripted. Yeah, I never script anything like that. I suppose you've got to have the script for which characters you're going to dress up as, because otherwise you're not going to know who's going to react to who. I watched a comedy TV film called Christmas Carol Goes Wrong. Is that what's called? Christmas Carol Goes Wrong? Never heard of that. Lewis says, guys and girls, going back to filming a scene. Much love. Thank you. Thanks, mate. David says, Jamie Power always does... Jamie Power? Is he a Power Ranger now? Always does amazing videos. Yes, he does. Dave says, stick to physical media. In other words, don't go scoff your face with food. Vanessa Kirby is the 10th pick to be the Bond girl in the next James Bond. She'd do a good job. Sub-Zero's here. Hello. Is Lethal Weapon a Christmas film? That is a good point. Although you only really see it at the beginning, don't you? I've seen the plot synopsis on Twitter for Scream 7. Oh dear. Checking out says you should do an episode, Paulie, using a Venn diagram to slot movies into either Christmas, both, or not Christmas movie. What's a Venn diagram? Venn diagram. I don't know what a Venn diagram is. Trekanaut says, do it by votes. In the live chat, I've heard the actress from Scream 4, Scream 6 will be in a spin-off Scream movie. Okay. Nick says it wouldn't be Christmas without watching Die Hard. I should leave the chat there, though. Marvel fan is going, good night. Thank you very much, mate. I love the way Venom says Eddie with his dark voice. It's cool and funny. Yes, it is. I have Turbines 4K Frighteners. Fantastic. Just sent you my info. Awesome. David says, Paulie, why don't you put your live streams on Spotify player so people can listen? I didn't know you could. I suppose it'd be like a podcast, wouldn't it? Mr. Movie Madness. Frighteners is a horror film I haven't seen. I have seen Flatliners remake, not the original. The original was great. I'm off to enjoy a lovely roast. Thanks a lot, buddy. Catch you in the next one. Thank you very much, mate. Last comment of the night. Venn diagram is where you use overlapping circles to categorize things. Okay, I'll have to try and see how to do that. I don't know if you can do it on StreamYard, but who knows. Nothing but trouble is always Brill. There we go. Okay, so 1:15. So that is just coming up to 2 hours. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. Thank you everybody for popping along and having a chat. Sorry about the beginning where everything went to crap. Oh, hello. One last one. If you had to mix rock and country song together to make a good song, what two songs would you mix to make a good country rock song? Oh my God, that's a difficult one. I don't know. That's a tricky one. I'm going to have to think on that one. I'll have to think on that one. Yes, right. Thank you very much, everybody. Hope you have a great night. I'm just going to sign off with a little video message that Jamie just sent me just now. So we'll have a bit of a laugh. I have seen it from earlier on. So whose side are you on? Are you on Jamie's or are you on mine? Till the next video. Bye-bye, everyone. Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new video.
Right, that's it, get out of my house.
Why wouldn't you?
As Kermit says. See you later everyone.